So the movie basically begins with Peter Parker missing the bus. So he runs after the bus and tells the bus driver to stop. But while he is in the bus, the bullies start bullying Peter Parker simply because of the fact that they are basically assholes. But when Peter Parker finally arrives at the school, he talks to his very good friend Harry. And yeah, Peter Parker and Harry Osborn are very good friends, I can see that. Anyway, while in a special lab that has spiders in it, Peter Parker tries to take a photo of everything. But those bullies keep tapping him on the shoulder, preventing him from taking any photos. Was there any good reasons for them to do that? No, they just did that for the sake of being assholes. I know that's what bullies do, but it's still a horrible thing, and these bullies made me fucking angry. I was hoping for Peter Parker to get back at them somehow. And then we cut to Peter Parker, who discovers that he no longer needs his glasses. In fact, he can see totally fine without his glasses, and that's fucking awesome. But that's not the only thing that changed about him. Peter Parker runs after the school bus again, but this time the school bus doesn't stop for him. It's totally Peter Parker's fault. I mean, you have to be on time when the school bus arrives. But enough of that. At the school, Peter Parker discovers that he has the power to make webs appear out of his arms. Now he of course discovers that power by accidentally throwing food at one of the students, which of course does piss that student off. But the thing that he does that is so fucking awesome is the fact that he manages to save not just Mary Jane Watson, but also the food that she accidentally dropped. And wow, Spider-Man sure has fucking incredible reflexes. Anyway, the student that Peter Parker accidentally threw food on decides to start fighting Peter Parker. But Peter Parker manages to dodge every single fucking punch that guy tries to throw at him. And eventually Peter Parker manages to beat that guy. To be honest, I do kind of feel bad for that guy who was beaten by Peter Parker. I mean, if a food was thrown at me, I would get angry as well. But he isn't officially Spider-Man just yet. But regardless, it's great that he discovered his powers. Later on, Peter Parker decides to go to a boxing match. And oh boy, that's very fucking insane of him, because he can't get seriously injured or even killed. But apparently he went to that boxing match because he needed the money. But anyway, he beats up that guy in the ring. But the price is only $100. He wanted more than just that. But hey, at least he got to prove how much of a tough motherfucker he is. That's at least something. But anyway, later on in the movie, something very fucking sad happens. Ben Parker gets killed brutally. And yeah, I did cry emotionally during that scene. Now Peter Parker, his Spider-Man uniform looks fucking awesome, so yeah. But there is someone who doesn't like Spider-Man at all. It's the boss of Daily Bugle called J. Jonah Jameson. Now instead of this guy being thankful for Spider-Man for stopping all those criminals, he thinks that Spider-Man is a villain and he wants to prove that Spider-Man is a fucking villain. What an ungrateful asshole! But anyway, Peter Parker tries to get a job, but he doesn't get a job that easily from the Daily Bugle. Even though Peter Parker has a lot of photos of Spider-Man, J. Jonah Jameson doesn't appreciate that at all, because apparently he's only interested in photos that make Spider-Man look bad. Yeah, the boss of the newspaper company is an asshole. There is no doubt in my mind about it. Anyway, later on we get introduced to the villain of the movie, who is the Green Goblin. And I'm gonna have to say, the Green Goblin is fucking awesome. Now I have heard some people say that the Green Goblin's costume in this movie looks fucking silly. But I am sorry, I don't agree at all. I actually think that Green Goblin's outfit looks very intimidating. Yeah, I really think that it does. And for those of you who say that you can't take him seriously, I took him seriously. All the Green Goblin does is to cause fucking chaos. But Spider-Man is there to stop that asshole. But not long after we figure out who is the Green Goblin. Apparently it's Norman Osborn. Now he is a threatening villain when he is in his outfit. But I am gonna have to say that the scenes where his reflection in the mirror talks to him, that is fucking stupid. I mean seriously, him talking to the reflection in his mirror and that reflection in the mirror talking back, that is just extremely fucking dumb. As stupid as it is not the dumbest part of the movie. We will get there later. But anyway, that Ezra the Daily Bugle thinks that Spider-Man is as much of a villain as the Green Goblin. Wow, not only is he an asshole, he is a dumb motherfucker as well. I mean seriously, how the fuck can you compare a superhero to an actual villain? That just doesn't work. Soon, when there is house on fire, we get a great battle between Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. And here comes what I consider to be the dumbest line in this movie. And that's when the Green Goblin says, "Are you in or are you out?" And Spider-Man responds with, "You're the one who is out, Guppy, out of your mind." I can tell that scene is supposed to be serious, but those two lines are so fucking out of place that I just can't help but to laugh at how fucking silly those two lines are. I mean seriously, are you in or are you out? You're the one who's out, Guppy, out of your mind. You're the one who's out, Guppy, out of your mind. That line is just so fucking hilarious. Every time I think of that scene, I just can't help but to laugh. But then we figure out just how fucking insane that villain is. And then the Green Goblin says some bullshit about all the things that he did is not his fault and all that shit. Yeah, Spider-Man wasn't falling for that. But Goblin gets killed not by Spider-Man himself, but by that machine that allows him to travel around. Which is fucking awesome. That death scene is so fucking fantastic. Now, I might have said that I like The Amazing Spider-Man more than this movie, but I still think that this is a fucking awesome movie. It has a great story, great villain, and yeah, I fucking love it, and for that I'm going to give this movie 2 thumbs up. Oh, and by the way, guys, I am going to talk about the entire Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy this month. Next week it's Spider-Man 2. The week after that is Spider-Man 3. So look out for those spoiler reviews.